Now we're going to have a look at materials and contract expenses, and same deal, look at those middle lines. What's typical is probably typical of your council as well, but we're not looking at Leeton specifically here. You can see for most years it was bubbling around the 4 or 5% mark. Massive spike in 2021. You might recall how hard it was to get staff and materials. You might recall the profligate spending at the behest of the media and the state government and the federal government, encourage everyone to go out and spend money, including local governments, and lots of them did and provided grants. That all had inflationary pressure, and then we had the inflationary pressure because we increased money supply, i.e. we made up new money, and we're still doing it globally and in Australia, and that results in inflation, as Milton Friedman famously proved beyond doubt, and just about every economist accepts. So massive increase in 2021 in the order of around 40% year-on-year percentage increase. 2022 it got better, but in the order of 11% year-on-year percent increase. Your revenue didn't increase by these numbers. Your revenue increased by around 2 to 3%. So if you've got the component of your expenditure increasing by 30%, 40%, look at 23, look at 24. Rarely has it been under 10% since those times. Obviously, you're going to have a real problem. The materials and contract expense, there is a little bit of control by council, but a lot of it also is non-discretionary. You have big items like electricity; it'll be 600,000 or 700,000 for your council. Insurance, 500,000 or 600,000. You can't just not have electricity in council buildings and infrastructure. You can't just not insure your council property. Councils are actually faced with a lot of the same constraints we have in our household budgets. Only a small part of that material and contract expense is discretionary. That's where we do need to have control and be more efficient. But a lot of it's actually outside of our control. But anyway, that's typically what happened in rural councils. And if your council did a similar thing, well, then they were typical.